Curtain Up Theater people, this is Sean Chandler from Your Program Is Your Ticket, coming to you backstage from the 2017 New York Innovative Theater Awards. Oh my God, you guys, I'm here with Charles Bush. How great is that? How crazy. Hi, Charles. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Okay.
I'm presenting an award, the Ellen Stewart Award, for kind of life achievement fabulousness to a very extraordinary woman, Crystal Field, who's she was the founder and been the artistic director and sole force behind theater for the New City for 40-something years, and a great mentor to me. I love her.
Well, have a great time tonight.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much. And I love this suit. I wish I had
You should see the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
I was telling you before that there's a little problem. The designer the young man who made the suit for me did a great job, but it's really for me to wear on stage, to be quite honest with you. But wearing it in real life, like tonight, I discovered there are no pockets. So I was trying to think, what do I do with my wallet and my keys? So they're all stuck in my panties.
I think it really goes back to what our roots are. You know, it's where religion started and art started. And somebody weaved a web and told a story, and people were changed.
I don't know. A show like Sweeney Todd is one of my very favorites. There's not a dull role in that entire show, and
which is what he won for.
Yes, yeah. There's not a dull role, and you're a part of the whole. And I love being part of an ensemble.
Oh, terrific!
He's a hell of an actor. So, for him, it wasn't so much the stress of taking on something by himself as it was making sure that he was doing each of these characters justice. Because they're all inspired by real people, if not actual real people.
It's the story. It's sort of, you start on the page and you know a few things. You sort of know, you have a sense of who your people are, you have a sense of where you are, and you have a sense of where you're going. And from there, it's really about taking that and sort of translating it into like a visual language for the stage.
Now, tell me about the category of innovative design.
Innovative design was created for those sort of like niche pieces, like for props, for instance, or for masks, or things that aren't going to get into any sort of the other like bigger categories like set design, lighting design, all that kind of stuff. They kind of get missed. So the innovative is whenever someone makes something or creates or designs something, like for instance, if they're doing a whole bunch of special effects or blood or gore.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So what's the first thing you do when you're starting to design a lighting schematic for a show?
Right. It honestly is evolving, this thing, but like obviously like the script and the words is important. But where are we doing this? Like letting this theater itself speak to you? How does the theater channel light? How does the set channel light if the set exists? So some combination of like words and space.
Are you totally jazzed?
I am blown away. I said this on stage, but like, how do you get an award for something that's so fun? It's something that like I never really considered happening.
Say it musically and together.
Outstanding original music.
Love it.
Don't show this down.
Maybe not.
Oh, that's the take I'm totally using.
Largely, I wrote the book for this, and Rebecca, who is an extraordinary singer-songwriter and composer, wrote the bulk of the music. But I wrote some lyrics for one or two pieces, and I wrote music for helped with music.
It was really interesting because I wrote some of it. I wrote lyrics and music. Some of it, Melody brought me lyrics, and I set them to music. And some of it, for a couple of my favorite songs, she said, "This is what it is," and like sort of just told me everything that was going into it, and then I made lyrics out of that, and that was really fun.
Well, when I started doing shows, it was by mistake, and me and Lois never really thought that the theater that we saw had anything to do with us or anyone we knew. There was no women writers, there was no people of color, there was no queers, there was no lesbians, there was nothing. So in order to make shows, we just had to make our own. So we've both written about, 50, 60 shows in the last 40 years.
I am very grateful to work with him and excited about his career. He just graduated from the MFA program at NYU.
Ah, nice.
And he's enormously talented, so it's a real privilege to see someone at the beginning of their career and and be a part of that. So I feel very lucky.
Isn't it cool to sort of like watch a star being born in that way?
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, it's an awesome feeling.
I was so excited to be invited to present the EAT Awards. For me, as an immigrant coming from Romania, after being in the fields, in the streets of the revolution, to, overthrow a dictatorship, then coming to New York 2 weeks before 9/11, it meant a lot to me, to study at NYU, to start my career again here as a playwright. And then in 2007, when I won the Innovative Theatre Award with my first play in English, Waxing West, presented at La Mama, it was huge for me. It was huge. And then, of course, I went on to have other plays produced at Women's Project and a lot of other theaters, and of course internationally. But now to come back after 10 years and to be an award presenter, I cannot tell you how excited I am.
We were all in a show. We were all in a show called Minor Character. 6 translations of Uncle Vanya.
At the same time.
At the same time.
Where was it?
At the Invisible Dog.
How many people were in it?
Like
A lot.
20.
15, 16.
Yeah, we're
16.
but a few of them.
She needs no introduction because she's like the head honcho here. But tell us your name, my darling.
Shay Gines.
And what do you do here?
I am one of the founders and the executive director of the New York Innovative Theater Awards.
Nice. Okay. Okay, there's Busy.
Yeah.
And then there's Shay Busy. Notice I'm taking my hand out of the realm of the camera. So
Yeah, you got to see me before the doors opened, and
Right.
it was not a pretty sight.
you're always pretty. You're always beautiful. Now, Shay was on one of my previous podcasts, and she was so charming and so funny. And that was like a month ago. What has transpired in that month besides it all being just one big blurb?
Oh my gosh. So, we were able to secure a lot of our presenters. Some of the bigger names don't come in until the very last minute, but we do have some big names coming up. And, we got the space. We've confirmed all of our volunteers, literally like 65 volunteers that make this evening happen. We did our tribute videos, which are a production in and of itself. It could go on and on. There's so many details.
Her schedule would flatten me, and I think I'm busy.
Yeah.
And now tell us a little bit about the history of the show.
So the Innovative Theater Awards was really like in 2003, I think, that I had really been auditioning and going out and just doing a lot of innovative theater. And one thing that I noticed that there wasn't a lot of community in this community, and it was a huge community. And I kept thinking, boy, if there was just a way to help promote the shows that were happening, because there were so many amazing shows, and at the same time get the artists to see one another's work, that would be really great. And so Nick McCosey, Jason Boathead, and I sat down and we devised these awards. And it's a peer evaluation system, which means that everybody gets to go out and see each other's work. And they get to know the artists, they get to know the companies, they get to know the venues and the spaces, and then they get to share in the celebration of that work that they've created together. And that's what this is all about.
It's you know what? The United Nations could take lessons from you guys and the formula that you put together to not just get the work seen, but also to bring together the community. It's genius.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, no, thank you. Okay, I'm here with Matthew Broderick, and this is really, really cool to be interviewing you. And you're a presenter tonight.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
You're presenting Best Musical.
Best production of a musical, yes, exactly.
Wow. I myself saw Torch Song Trilogy way back in 1982, and it absolutely blew me away. And how fun is it to see, knowing that you had been in the original production of it, and then the film, and then now seeing the revival.
I know. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't. I've talked to Harvey a little bit about it, and I know he's very excited about it. That he finally found somebody he likes as much as himself.
You're talking about Michael Urie, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's very happy with him. He loves him. So it took a long time that somebody was as good as himself.
Do me a favor and put the honor in the honorary of this award.
I'm not sure how to respond to that. It's fantastic, and it's an incredible. It's actually, I'm a little speechless about it.
So this is a big deal, and I'm really proud of you.
I haven't touched it yet. I haven't taken it out of the glass. But this is Joe's ring, and this is part of the honor is that Retro gets to hold on to Joe's ring for a year.
Wow.
Before it gets passed on. And isn't it beautiful?
It's so cool.
So,
Put it a little closer, if you will. Oh wow, that's amazing. It is. So is it like the Stanley Cup, like you know how they take it home for a month or so, and yeah.
Yes, we get it for a year.
And you get it for a year, and so you
take care
can
of
share
it for a year.
Right.
Yes, I get to keep it in a lockbox somewhere. Really keep my fingers crossed that my building doesn't burn down.
I was presenting the best actress in a lead role, and Jennifer Van Dyke was presenting best actor in a lead. We did that together.
How fun!
Very fun. Very nerve-wracking. I was so afraid of saying someone's name wrong, but the person's last name was Stone, so that was nice.
Well, there you go.
Because I didn't tell you before.
And I won outstanding choreography.
Congratulations!
Very surprised.
Oh my God!
But very grateful.
Hold your award up there, please. Hold your award up to the camera. Wow.
It's heavy.
Is it really?
You want to feel it?
I do. I have no one has let me do this. Oh my gosh.
But on a professional scale, this was my first foray into musical theater choreography, and to do that on a show this important was I couldn't say no because I knew the importance of it, but I was so scared.
Oh.
And I'm just so grateful. I can't say that enough.
Doric was always very certain of who he was and never compromised that, not in his work and not in his life. And that's no easy thing, especially for an artist and at a time when it feels like our voices aren't necessarily valued.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at what Doric did and when he did it, we don't have much of an excuse. We have to do our best to emulate people like Doric and speak up and speak out.
Sir?
Hey, Sean, I am Rob Neal, and I am a New York neo-futurist.
I love it.
Catherine Heller, New York neo-futurist, and big fan of your podcast, by the way.
Thank you. Oh my God.
I'm Yoshi Kuroi. I'm the managing director of the New York neo-futurists.
Our piece is called The Infinite Wrench, and there are somewhere around 15, maybe as many as 20 neo-futurists out there in the world, and we create an ever-changing attempt to perform multiple plays in a time period. So let's say 30 in an hour, right? And we change that every week. So we're actually currently running Friday and Saturday at 10:30 at the Crane Theater. Catherine is currently writing a play.
As we speak.
So she can pitch it at rehearsal tomorrow.
Yeah. Wow. Yes. And actually, we write the same plays. I mean, it's different plays every week, but Friday and Saturday the show changes because the audience chooses what they want to see from the menu of plays. So we never know what we're going to do.
Yeah.
But the experimental scene is very tricky. It's very strange. You know, the shows are up and done within 2 weeks. They're in 50-seat houses. And so they don't get a lot of the shouting out that they need because these people have been doing this work for years and years and years, sometimes decades, getting, fantastically, prestigious awards and grants and things like that, but not a lot of the attention. A lot of people know them.
Right.
So it's nice to give them give some visibility to it.
Tonight.
Well, The Woman Who Was Me was nominated for 5 Innovative Theater Awards. We won 1.
That's great. Congratulations. Which one did you win?
We won for Best Lighting Design. Kate Jaworski was our lighting designer.
That's very, very cool.
And I got to accept it for her.
Oh, that's amazing.
I won Outstanding Stage Manager.
Yay! That is so cool. How exciting. Now, are you just over the moon that you got this award?
Very nervous.
Are you?
Excited, yes.
Why are you nervous?
I spend a lot of my time backstage for a reason.
A lot of people say that. People who work, quote unquote, behind the scenes, technicians and stage managers and costumes, because I interview all different kinds of people on my show. They struggle a little bit with having a microphone in their face. I'm sorry. There you go. That's a wrap from the 2017 New York Innovative Theater Awards. And Kurt.